everyone! Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about how to accept rejection from a job. So the first tip I'm going to give you guys is to just cry. Just cry it out. Be sad about it. I understand it's going to hurt, especially if it's something that you really wanted. The best thing you can do is just kind of cry and try to get over it the best you can. This way, when you just cry, you get all the emotions out and you can be like, okay, now let me have some clear thinking here, clear my mind, and think logically about my next steps. So the second tip I want to give you is to just accept it. Accept that it happened, accept that you got rejected. The biggest fault that people have is they go back to the recruiter and they'll be like, what did I do wrong? Can you give me feedback? Is there anything that I can do? I really wanted the opportunity. Even though it's good and you're kind of like, let me just figure out what I did, feedback is great. You're going to get feedback from a hiring manager most likely, and you're more than welcome to ask. But do not freak out and, harass the recruiter. The recruiter is there to recruit for positions. They're not there to give you feedback. The hiring manager and the team or whoever you interviewed with, those are the people who are going to have that feedback for you. And a recruiter can provide you with it, but if they don't have it, they don't have it. So the biggest thing you can really do is just accept that it happened and just, see within yourself. And that goes into our third tip of just, think about what went wrong. What did I do in my interview that could have caused the rejection? Yes, it might have been the fact that maybe they just didn't feel you were a culture fit. If you do work at the company, maybe you feel like the hiring team is not in your favor. They're not very fond of you. So what you can do is kind of look within yourself first and think, what did I do in my interview that I could have done better? Maybe you didn't really elaborate on details of questions that they asked you. They may have asked you a specific question about a skill, and maybe you couldn't give the right answer. And when they see that, they know that you're not qualified for the position. And if they're willing to teach you those skills, then they are willing to hire you. But maybe, don't take it personally, maybe this was a situation where they were like, we really need this person to start right now. We need someone who can pick it up very quickly. And maybe they knew that you couldn't. So you do have to reflect back and say, okay, maybe I didn't have the skills that were really needed for this job. I just know that I'm a fast learner. And some people don't really buy that at the time, especially if there's urgency to hire. Tip number 4 is to really just think about what you're good at. Don't beat yourself up too much about being rejected for a job. I always refer back to the saying, things happen at the right time, the right thing at the right time. If it's the right thing at the wrong time or the wrong time for the wrong thing, it's not going to happen. It really has to be the right job at the right time. So you have to really think, okay, what am I good at? I'm good at problem solving. I'm good at improving processes. I'm really good at analytical thinking. You really have to pick up your skills and your strengths and build on those. And once you build on those and you're not too focused on, getting that next job, you will be prepared for the next career that you apply for. So when you get into the next interview and they ask you questions, you can answer them in a way where you kind of lean on your strengths. So make sure that your answers in the next interview are super relevant to what they're asking for that position, but make sure that you intertwine your strengths within it instead of trying to sell them on, I've never done this before, but I can do it. No, what you need to say is, well, I haven't done that, but I have done something similar to it like this. And this is what I did for this, and this is how I improved it. And employers see that and they're like, wow, okay, well, maybe these are transferable skills. And the last tip that I have for you all is the best takeaway ever, is to stay resilient. Be determined, stay driven for your dream. Do not ever let anybody tell you what you cannot do. Don't let anyone ever take away your dreams, your aspirations, your drive. If someone can take that away from you, then your purpose is completely gone. So you want to make sure that you truly stay true to your purpose, and make sure, maybe like I said previously, it was the wrong job at the wrong time, or it was the right job at the wrong time. But you know now, okay, you know what? At least I got the interview. That was the first step. And if it just keeps happening, you do want to make sure that you reach out to a career coach, a resume writer, just someone that can help you improve your skills. But if you kind of know and you've identified what you need to improve on, just really make sure that you stay driven and resilient and you just keep applying. And with every interview that you just get better and better. And eventually that right job at the right time will come. And you are just going to look back and be like, wow, this was meant to be. It's going to be the perfect company. And you are going to feel so at ease and you're going to understand the road that you're going through right now with interviewing. So I would just advise and, encourage people to really just keep going, and you just never know what blessing is around the corner. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, you share, as well as follow me on Instagram at workitaisha. Thanks, guys. Bye.